Samsung finally did it. This is the brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold8 Ultra, and Samsung has basically taken its Fold lineup and said, what if we actually gave the Fold the full Ultra treatment? Because now we have an 8-inch folding display, Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, a 200 megapixel main camera, a 5000 mAh battery, 45 watt fast charging, and somehow Samsung managed to fit all of that into a phone that's only 4.1 millimeters thick when unfolded. So yeah, this might be the Fold I've been waiting for. Let's unbox it. Today we're unboxing the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold8 Ultra. I'm going to show you exactly what comes in the box, take a look at the new design, compare some of the major upgrades from the previous Fold, and I'll give you my first impressions. And obviously, I'll have the full review coming after I've actually used this thing for a while. So if you want to see that, hit subscribe. Alright, so Samsung keeps the packaging pretty minimal here. And there it is, the Galaxy Z Fold8 Ultra. Okay, so first impression, this thing is really thin. For something that basically turns into a small tablet, this is kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna put the phone aside because we need to see what we get underneath. You get a SIM tool, USB-C cable, and some paperwork. And that's it. There's no power adapter included in the box, so if you want to take advantage of Samsung's 45 watt fast charging, you're going to need to buy a compatible charger separately. Let's look at the phone. Oh yeah, this feels really nice. This is the graphite color, and Samsung is offering the Fold8 Ultra in violet shadow, graphite, cream, and green shadow. Although availability varies by market, and green shadow is a Samsung.com exclusive in Canada. The biggest thing I'm noticing immediately is just how much more like a normal phone this feels when it's closed. Cover display is now 6.5 inches, and when you unfold it, you get this massive 8-inch Dynamic AMOLED 2X display. Both displays support refresh rates up to 120Hz. The inner display has a resolution of 2504 by 2256, while the outer display is 2520 by 1080. And seriously, look at this thing. This is basically a little tablet that disappears in your pocket. This is probably one of the most impressive parts. When unfolded, the Fold8 Ultra is only 4.1 millimeters thick. Folded closed, and it's 8.9 millimeters thick. This whole thing only weighs 215 grams. For comparison, Samsung's Fold 7 was also 215 grams, but the Fold8 Ultra manages to pack in a larger battery and upgraded hardware while getting slightly thinner when unfolded. This is actually very impressive because one of my biggest complaints with older foldables was always the bulk. Amazing when they're open, kind of annoying when they're in your pocket. But this is getting dangerously close to feeling like a normal flagship phone. This honestly feels just like a normal flagship phone now. It's not bulky at all. I'm very impressed by how thin this is. The hinge also feels really solid. Samsung is calling this the Armor Flex Hinge. And underneath the folding display, Samsung is now using what's called Flex Titanium, with 2 titanium layers incorporated into the shock-absorbing structure beneath the display. The frame uses Armor Aluminum, and Samsung is using Gorilla Glass Ceramic 3 on the front and Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the back. You also get an IP48 rating for water and dust resistance. Now, I still wouldn't treat a foldable like a hockey puck. It's still a foldable. But Samsung has definitely come a long way from the early Galaxy Fold days. Inside, Samsung is using the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, and Samsung says compared to the Galaxy Z Fold 7, you're getting up to 16% faster CPU performance, 15% better GPU performance, and 21% faster NPU performance. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here during an unboxing and pretend I can tell you how the phone performs long term. I need to actually use it. Games, video editing, multitasking, battery life, thermals, all of that will be tested in the full review. I'm just moving around the phone right now. I'll just quickly set this up now. Okay, so I've set this up, and first impressions, this thing feels ridiculously smooth. You can open 2 or 3 apps side by side. And honestly, this is where the Fold makes the most sense to me. You can actually have multiple apps open side by side instead of constantly jumping back and forth between them. This thing is basically begging you to multitask. The Fold 8 Ultra comes in 256GB, 512 and 1TB storage configurations. The 256 and 512GB models have 12GB of RAM, while the 1TB model gets 16GB of RAM. And considering this thing can shoot 8K video, if you're planning on keeping this phone for years or doing a lot of content creation, I would definitely think carefully about how much storage you need. I don't shoot in 8K, so I'm good, but your needs will differ. Now this is where Samsung really earns the Ultra name, because on the back, we now have a 200MP main camera. That's paired with 50MP ultra-wide camera and a 10MP telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. You also get 2x optical quality zoom using the main sensor, and digital zoom goes up to 30x. Both the cover display and the main folding display also have their own 10MP selfie cameras, and the Fold 8 Ultra can shoot up to 8K video at 30 frames per second. Samsung has also upgraded the 50MP ultra-wide camera so that both the wide and ultra-wide cameras can capture 8K footage. That could actually be huge for somebody that likes to shoot a lot of video. But again, specs are, I want to see what these cameras actually look like in the real world, so we'll definitely be doing a camera test. Probably the other huge upgrade here is the battery. Samsung managed to fit a 5000 mAh battery into this Fold 8 Ultra. That's up from the 4400 mAh battery found in the Z Fold7. And we finally get 45W super fast charging. And thank God, because if you're going to give me an 8-inch display and call the phone Ultra, I want an ultra-sized battery. Now, whether 5000 mAh is actually enough for 2 displays, heavy multitasking, camera use, and a lot of the AI stuff, I'll find out. Battery life is going to be one of the biggest things I'm testing. And just looking at this inner display, Samsung knows how to make a screen. The main display can reach a peak brightness of 3000 nits, and Samsung says it's up to 15% brighter than the Z Fold7. There's also an anti-reflective treatment on the inner display to help reduce glare. I'm obviously indoors right now, so I'm going to reserve judgment until I actually use this thing outside. But first impressions, it looks fantastic. Colors are punchy, everything is incredibly smooth, and 8 inches gives you a ridiculous amount of space for a phone. Watching YouTube on this? Yeah, this is nice. The Fold 8 Ultra launches with One UI 9, and Samsung has obviously leaned very heavily into Galaxy AI this year. One of the new features Samsung is pushing is Now Nudge, which can give you contextual suggestions and move you directly into things like split screen view. There's also Photo Assist, improved multitasking, dual recording, and My Fan Cam, which can automatically track and reframe a selected subject. Some of this AI stuff is genuinely useful, but some of it, I feel like every company legally has to mention AI 12 times during a presentation now. So I'm going to actually test these features instead of just reading Samsung's marketing back to you. And there is one thing worth mentioning. Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra does not support the S Pen. I know some longtime Fold users are probably going to hate hearing that because the giant display seems perfect for a stylus, so if S Pen support matters to you, definitely keep that in mind. So after getting the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra out of the box, I think Samsung may have finally built the Fold that feels genuinely deserving of that Ultra name. We get a huge 8-inch display, a much more usable 6.5-inch cover screen, a 200MP main camera, a 50MP ultra-wide, Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, a 5000 mAh battery, 45W fast charging, and somehow this thing is still only 4.1mm thick when it's open. On paper, this thing is an absolute monster, but it's also very expensive. And that's exactly why I'm not going to tell you to buy it after using it for 20 minutes. I need to know what the battery life is actually like, how good the cameras really are, whether the crease bothers me, how durable the hinge feels after repeated use, how the software handles that massive display, and most importantly, whether having a phone that folds into an 8-inch tablet actually makes your life better, or if it's just really cool for the first week, because those are two very different things. So that's my first look and unboxing of the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra. Let me know down below. Or are you still sticking with a traditional phone like the Galaxy S26 Ultra or iPhone? And if there's anything specific you want me to test for the full review, leave that in the comments as well. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button because I'll have a lot more coverage of the Galaxy Z Fold8 Ultra coming very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.